I think we need to have words with her ladyship.
Margaret, we need to talk about...
Lady Margaret, if you please.
Never mind that. What the hell are you doing with Rosemary?
You're one to talk. You're just like your father, leaving nothing but fear and misery in your wake.
What in God's name are you talking about?
You spoke to young Eddie, did you not? Now he's convinced everyone is trying to kill him. He has taken poor Andrew hostage and is threatening his life.
Where is he?
He's taken him to the old wing, and he is armed.
I'll go. I can talk to him.
You will not. You two have caused quite enough trouble already.
We? How dare you, when you continue to worship Edward, even though he drove poor Cecilia to drown herself?
I will not allow you to...
To what? To speak the truth? To say that Edward...
He never touched her! You come here, and you...
No, you. You are the one in the wrong here. You know more than you're saying, and we both know it. There's something in this place. An evil that has plagued our family for generations. Instead of blaming others, maybe you should look closer to home for the cause of your misfortune.
You know nothing. What I did, what I do, everything is for this family. How can you possibly understand?
Please, my lady, we can discuss this later. Miss Farber, you need to speak to Master Eddie.
Take us to him.
This way. Have a care in the old wing. It isn't used, and for good reason. A section of wall fell into the sea some years back, and the rest is falling to ruin. Over there, sir.
Eddie?
No! No! They're after me! All of them! Trying to kill me! No! Please help!
Eddie, look at me, Eddie, just at me. It's going to be all right.
Stay back here. I'll try to reason with him.
You will not. This is what I do. Eddie? Talk to me, Eddie. Tell me what's troubling you.
He can't see me from
Troubling me!
This might
He
be
is!
the way across.
And David! They all are!
They all are what, Eddie?
Accusing me! They think I killed her!
The maid, you mean?
But I didn't! I didn't!
Steady now.
I believe you, Eddie. I believe you.
Stop wriggling about. You stay still.
Let him go, Eddie. Everything is all right. Slowly, Mr. Harrison.
Come here!
Bloody fool. bits of bone. Should work if I'm careful. Let's hope this doesn't snap under the strain.
What the? Leave me alone! I told you, leave me alone!
Eddie, stop!
What? Get them off me! Get them off!
You okay?
What? No! Hold still, you bastard!
Andrew! Andrew, no!
David? David?
What? What happened?
Relax. Everything's fine.
Fine? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, please, contain yourself, Andrew.
I most certainly will not. And I'm not spending another moment in this madhouse. I will fetch the police from the village immediately.
I don't think that would be wise, sir.
Are you threatening me?
Perish the thought, sir. I'm merely pointing out the folly of driving these roads in the dark.
And besides, we may need the car if Eddie's condition worsens.
The insane brat can jump off the roof for all I care. I, for one, will rather risk my life out there than in here.
Leave then. And before you even think of telling anyone what happened here, just remember who you are dealing with. And yes, you may consider that a threat. Angus, kindly help me with young Eddie.
Careful now, just take it slowly. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Science took a beating tonight.
After seeing what happened here, I think even Dr. Freud would agree with you.
The mirror. I think it's some kind of dark force, an ancient evil summoned by the Druids.
And they lost control over it.
I believe they never had control.
I need to check up on Eddie and make sure he's all right.
Have you forgotten that he tried to kill you?
So, I'll be careful then. He's a person in need, no matter what he did.
My father tried to destroy the mirror, to end the evil, but he failed. Now he's trapped in there.
Are you talking about his soul?
If that's what you want to call it. All I know is... we have to find a way to free him. Edward knew of the mirror. He may have even understood its power.
So we know what it is, but not where.
It's underground. Somewhere. Reaching it, well, that's the real conundrum.
And how not to end up like your father.
This is Edward's lair. And Margaret was none too eager on us prying.
So we should pry.
Indeed.
Another one.
Like the symbols carved on the rocks.
Rory.
Yes. He might know what it means.
He'll probably be asleep at this late hour, though.
The first time I met him was in the dead of night. So who knows? We might get lucky. This place must be a dream for a psychiatrist.
Or nightmare.
Son of a... An army book. It belonged to Angus.
There's a page marked.
It details how to perform a cesarean section.
Does that mean that Angus...
Delivered Cecilia's baby. That way they could keep it out of the public eye.
Horrifying.
Eddie is truly desperate to be a great Gordon like his grandfather. Angus and Eddie. The family that slays together, stays together. Empty. Another of Eddie's horrors waiting to happen. Eddie didn't want to do his delicate work in the dark. Just how far does the official Gordon estate reach? Ooh, raw alcohol. The bloodstains on it are old and dry. Looks like this is where Grandfather Edward did his work. This looks interesting. Eddie already took everything he could find. You were probably looking for this too, Father. Still not complete, it seems. Cecilia Gordon.
What does it say?
The ramblings of a lunatic. He talks of a place of great power in an abandoned village.
Any mention of where it is?
No such luck. Just that it's where, as he charmingly puts it, his whore of a mother pushed him out into the world.
He was born in this village. At the place of power.
Yes, but it puts us no nearer to finding it.
It does. His mother will know the location.
Of course. Rosemary.
Ugh, the stench. It reeks of death down there.
That foul smell might lead us straight to where we need to go.
You think the way to the mirror might be through that abyss?
Perhaps. It's too dark to see what's down there. I should be able to cobble together a light. Cheers. Stand back! So this is where Eddie dumped the bits he didn't need.
Look, who knows how far down these chasms go?
Or how vast the caves below are. The castle may have been built on top of wherever the mirror is kept. It doesn't look like we'll get any closer to it from down there, though.
I think we should get moving, unless you still want to look around some more.
Mr. McKinnon.
Master David. Miss Farber.
If you don't mind me saying, you look like you could use some sleep.
After seeing what happened in the old wing, I doubt I will ever sleep well again.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
No, sir. I do not think you do.
How is Eddie faring?
The young master is in bed. We've ensured he's comfortable and cannot do any further harm.
I'd like to speak to him, to help us understand why he did what he did.
Lady Margaret is sitting with him at the moment. I'm afraid he's in no fit state to talk.
I hope you managed to sleep soon.
Thank you, sir. As do I. Oh, Rory the gardener mentioned he wanted to speak with you. He's in the library.
Thank you for letting me know. Hello, Rory. What brings you to the library in the dead of night?
I don't rightly know. I woke up. Something, a feeling made me come here.
I see.
I ken I wasn't much of a help to you earlier. It is not easy for me to trust folks.
From what I've seen of this family, I cannot entirely blame you. Edward's diary mentioned an old, deserted village somewhere nearby.
I ken it. I haven't been up there in years, though. 'Tis a fearful place, so it is.
What happened? Why was it abandoned?
The folks there were all killed. All dead. Wiped out overnight. Nobody goes there anymore.
But Edward did.
Aye.
How did the village die? It was the Druids. The Druids using the Black Mirror.
Aye, it was. They got what they wanted, drove back the Romans. Aye, that they did. But it cost them dear.
Can you take us to the village?
No, son, I canna. My eyesight's not what it was, ye ken. And them woods are not safe with no map to guide ye. I can get you across the loch when you ken the path, though.
The village must be out there somewhere. But where? The village must be out there somewhere. But where? We need to find this deserted village. It's not on the map, and I have a feeling Lady Margaret and Angus will remain as unhelpful as they have been so far.
According to the diary, your great-grandmother would know where it is, though.
Rose? Rosemary! It's me, it's David. I need you to help us. The village where Edward was born. Can you point to it on this map? Can you do that? Oh, nothing. It's like she's shut down.
Just a second. Try now.
There! That's where the village is. This ought to be enough for Rory to help us find the village.
We'll need a boat to get across the loch.
There's one at the lakeside. This isn't going to move.
I'm not surprised. By the looks of it, it hasn't moved in years.
It's going to take more than me and you to get this into the water.
Andrew really has left on foot. I hope he finds somewhere warm soon, and unharmed.
He was a fool to leave. And it won't make our lives easier if he does drag the authorities up here.
You're starting to sound like a true Gordon.
The keys are here.
Margaret won't be happy if we use the car to push in the boat.
All the more reason to do it. Do you know how to drive?
You don't.
There's easier ways to get around in India.
We ready to go?
What a bleak place. And so quiet.
Quiet? You mean you can't hear?
As will be the fate of anyone who dares oppose this family.
Hear what?
Voices. Screams.
I'm not sure. I think I can hear something in the distance.
We need to keep moving. Edward must have had some sort of hideout up here. I guess it's near the place of power he wrote about in his diary.
How will we know if we found it?
You can almost feel the deadness of this place seep into you.
That you can, laddie, that you can. I havena been here in many a year. I dinna ken the place so well. Wouldn't have a clue where it would hit out.
Is everything all right, Rory?
It's the bloody voices, laddie. I'm trying to keep them out, but they're loud and strong.
We'll keep looking.
I'm not going anywhere, laddie.
We should show this to Rory. What could this mean? Whatever this symbolizes, the villagers really believed in the power of these runes. We need to break this open somehow. What?
Can you hear me? Rory? Is everything alright?
It's no, you can't say that. I tried to protect you. I didn't mean to harm her. I didn't. It was just a bear, just a wee bear.
Rory?
Let him go. We need to keep moving.